Alrighty, folks, by now, you know I get a lot of Crash Bro videos sent to me, so much so that I don't reply or don't even look at Reventure or that other channel that shall not be named. But I was sent a brand new Crash Bro to look at, and I said, you know what? Let's look at one video, see what he has to say, and we'll go from there. Mike, what do you got?
So this one comes from Larry Chong, a YouTuber that I'm not familiar with. I don't have anything against the guy. He could be a perfectly nice person, but somebody sent us the video, and it's just him going through some data and some statistics and explaining why he thinks, as always, things are going to just fall apart. So we're going to watch the video. We're going to react to it. I will post a link for this video down in the comments below. So if you want to watch the full video, it will be there for those who want to hear his full argument. Mike, if you're ready, we're jumping in.
I'm not sure if I'm ready, but let's go ahead anyway.
Now, if these investors start dumping these Airbnb and VRBO properties, what's going to happen is that the supply of homes in these neighborhoods will then rise, and therefore that's going to cause pressure for home prices in that region. So this is another signal that we can watch for the impending correction that I'm expecting in the real estate sector later this year and in 2024. We can also see that the activity for house flipping is also rapidly slowing down. And because home flippers aren't reaping the gains they used to, they're forced to sell homes at losses after deducting for operating costs and property taxes. These housing speculators, they're on the hook for operating expenses, and if they can't offload them fast enough, this could create problems for real estate investors going forward. Now, here's my opinion, and of course this is not financial advice, but I think that now is not only a bad time to get into housing, to buy your first home, it's probably the worst time, unless you are an all-cash buyer. In that case, your circumstances are different. Because once the unemployment rate goes higher, the housing market will transform from an illiquid to a potentially declining asset class as supply of homes goes higher and the ability of people to enter the market actually declines with joblessness increasing. So it's time to get cautious in housing, and it's definitely not an area that I think is promising over the next 6 to 9 months.
All right, Mike. So he said a lot in there. First of all, Airbnb is apparently going to crash and flood the market. Flippers are crashing and going to flood the market. Unemployment's going to go up, and that's going to cause, I imagine, forced sellers, which will flood the market. And he said something that I thought was interesting. Not only is it a bad time to buy your first home, it's the worst time to buy your first home. What do you think?
So a couple of things. So first and foremost, I love the fact that Crash Bros are out there. Yahoo Finance just published an article that 82% of buyers think it's a horrible time to buy. Thank you. That's the highest. That's the second highest, except last year when 87% of people said it was a bad time. Last time this happened, I bought 2 properties and made 90 grand. Fine with me. Less competition. I'm glad they're there. You know, let's kind of break this down. I am not an Airbnb VRBO fan. If you've been on my channel, you know that I think you can do it right, but I think too many gurus push too many people to overpay in poorly selected properties. I have had people on my channel who have Airbnbs and talked about occupancy down. Beth up near you, she had to go add more games and invest to see her occupancy go up. Omar down south, he's gotten rid of 4 or 5. Adrian has flipped 3 to long-term. So again, Airbnb is going to cause some pain. There is no question, but there are many ways out. And to be clear, there will be some markets like Bear Valley, I think, or, someplace down south that got really situated with Airbnbs and short-term rentals. There's going to be a lot of pain there, a lot of pain, a lot of losses, but there is no chance a little market that's some ski town is going to damage the country. These people are being so intellectually dishonest, it is not even funny. There are probably, like Dollywood, right? There's a city in Tennessee or wherever it is, Nashville, where Dollywood is. It got inundated with Airbnbs. You know what? That market's going to hurt. But that market has nothing to do with Miami or Detroit or, whatever. So yes, there will be a couple of markets that had a flood of poorly educated Airbnb hosts that are going to lose. But that does not make the country collapse. That is an intellectually dishonest leap. It's not how math works. So that's the Airbnb one. Let's talk about flippers. Again, I have had flippers on my channel that lost six figures, 100 grand. If you're flipping above the median, if you're flipping in the luxury market, you deserve to lose your ass. If you happen to be a flipper that's producing entry-level homes of quality, you're crushing it. It's flying off the shelf. So again, and oh, by the way, the fact that flipping is down is a good thing, not a bad thing. It means the homeowners have a bigger chance. The fact that we have less flippers today than before is a good thing. The fact that the iBuyers are out of the market is a good thing. I mean, look at Phoenix, Arizona. All the demand, crazy, crazy, crazy. Every iBuyer and their brother is there. Then they all lose their ass. They leave. Inventory skyrockets. Inventory's down like 40% because flippers left the market. So again, intellectually dishonest. Now let's talk about unemployment. Unemployment today is 3.6%. How high does it have to go to create forced sellers? 8, 9, 10%? Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, and oh, by the way, in the next 6 to 9 months, does this guy know that that's not how the job market works? It doesn't just, I mean, the only time it happened is when you shut, you know what? If we shut the economy down again and we go to 18% unemployment, that's just not how it normally works. So again, this person is wishful thinking. I don't know him at all. Again, the only reason I bother to watch this video is I'm like, oh, what he has to say. Maybe it'll be original. It's not original. It's all the same garbage. You know, again, I'm glad he's there. I hope he has a huge channel. I hope he gets, 100,000 views. I hope he gets paid, but he's going to reduce competition for me, and that's awesome.
You know, the Crash Bros all have a very common, similar equation they're trying to solve for. And that equation is, how do we increase supply? Because none of it works until you have a huge surplus in supply to drive prices down. And so he's trying to solve the equation for supply. Maybe it's going to be Airbnb busting. Maybe it's going to be flippers busting. Maybe it's going to be unemployment skyrocketing. And as you've said, I mean, even if every single Airbnb in the entire country went back on the market, all of them, that still wouldn't even get us up to the normal inventory levels that we'd had in years prior to the pandemic. So that's 100% bust in Airbnb. Flippers, I don't know how many flippers there are, but I'm not seeing the weakness anywhere near the median, and certainly not below the median where I buy. Things that are reasonably priced, fairly priced, still go quickly, still
even at 7% interest rate. That's what people don't realize. Again, let me just ask you this question, Mike. You've watched my channel a little bit. What happens if the unemployment goes to 5%? What do you think happens? What does the Fed do?
If it just goes to 5%, I don't think the Fed would do anything. I don't think anything happens. That was historically considered fair, good
full employment.
Yeah,
how about 6%? At some point, the Fed cries uncle, right?
Right. Yeah. At some point, they'll start to maybe drop an interest rate or something.
Exactly, and then that pulls back the marginal demand, and the party goes demand. Forward. Yeah,
as if demand was locked up in the first place.
Yeah, clearly, right? We've taken the supply curve down to match the demand curve. So. Again, Crash Bro, I didn't know. I thought maybe he had a new opinion. He doesn't. It's all the same stuff. I think they all listen to the same guy. I think they all listen to Reventure, and then they just parrot what Reventure says with different words. So shout out Reventure, the original Crash Bro. I think he's got 400,000 views, and he has hurt so many people. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's the power of the herd mentality right there. Good for them. Well, Mike, that was this video. If anybody has any videos they want Mike to react to, whether it be, us tearing down Dave Ramsey, clearly us going after bigger pockets, or fighting the Crash Bros, in a battle, we're happy to do it. Send those to me on Instagram or to Mike, and then he'll send them to me. And then always leave a good comment down below, because we use those in our other segments. Mike, appreciate you for having me here.
Thank you, Mike, for doing this. I know you're recording these for me because, again, Wi-Fi is not working here. So we did this for my phone. So thank you for making it work.